Okay, Game 7 in the books. Chase Field and the Diamondbacks. Thoughts?
Well, the roof was closed. We were kind of not expecting it.
I will say, I have been to Chase Field previously. I was there when the roof was open. In talking to some of the personnel there, they generally close it pretty much like July 1 throughout the rest of the season because it gets way too hot. So in theory, it would have been open tonight.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's closed all the time because it's way too hot. But it would have been open tonight. Unfortunately, it wasn't because of rain. Again, rain in Arizona does not bode well for the remainder of the trip.
I will mention that what we experienced, what happened during the game, actually qualifies as rain.
Yes, instead of the spitting that was occurring before the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was actually lightning you could see from the stadium. But anyway, it's a whole different experience with that roof open. You get to see the skyline. It feels so much more open.
Sure.
It felt very closed and very dark when we were in there. Like, they do a good job of trying to make it seem lighter, but it's hard with that roof the way it is. So, yeah, the roof was closed. We got to see the World Series ring. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we got it from one of your favorite parts.
Yes, from the organist in left field. And I am driving right now, so I can't look up his name. He was a super nice guy. And I talked to him for a few minutes.
And he gave you an autograph.
And he gave me an autographed picture.
This is music geeking right here.
Awesome.
He is geeking out to this music stuff. So
his jersey number was 88.
This is a musical reference because the key's on a piano.
Yeah,
Oh
yes.
yeah. Woo. Okay, yeah, that's
I
great.
just assumed it was Sir Patrick Kane.
Sean, you also had a favorite person in the stadium.
Yes.
Oh my God! So seriously, there's a lady. She had flags. So many flags. I think we saw her wave at least half a dozen different flags. It looked like there were more there. I couldn't spend the entire game staring at her, although I really, really wanted to. I was the commitment to the bit, and then she didn't get any acknowledgement until it had to be like the 8th inning.
It was like 7th or 8th. Yeah.
Yeah, when they finally started getting to some pitching changes, and then suddenly it felt like the rest of the stadium caught on to the fact that there was this one lady up in like the nosebleeds with an entire row of flags, like
completely by herself, totally isolated. Like there were maybe the first 4 or 5 rows were full, and then 17 rows, and then her all by herself.
And every chair behind her had a flag draped over it. It was fantastic, and she waved them all and just.
So that was pretty great. I will also say, and maybe it's just in stark contrast to the Dodgers, which we just came from, where the ticket prices were very high, the concession prices were crazy, where just a domestic beer, just your standard run-of-the-mill beer was $13 at Dodger Stadium. Yeah. A Dodger dog was $8 at Dodger Stadium. Here, you got to pay an extra $1 at the gate for a hot dog and a beverage.
Well, it wound up being an extra $1. The tickets that we bought were 18, and then the deal with the food is only 19. So it seemed like a no-brainer.
But even if you didn't do that, it's still $1.50 for each of those items, which is incredibly cheap. And then
don't forget
the beers were $4 beers.
$4 for a 14-ounce beer,
which Sean definitely took advantage of.
I abused the system. That's what I do. But I can say, I haven't been to as many stadiums as you guys have at this point in time. That's part of the reason that I'm crashing your trip. But of all the stadiums that I've been to, I found that Chicago, where we're from, they have reasonable beer prices, and that everybody else be kind of like out of whack. Their beer, $4 for a 14-ounce beer is crazy cheap. Yes. No matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No matter even the event type. So yeah, that was pretty awesome.
It was great.
The pool was cool.
Yeah.
Nice, right? They had.
It was a lot smaller than I always envisioned. Like, it always looks bigger on TV.
Which is why it made it all the more impressive when they do hit home runs in it. Like, that is not easy to do. That is a small pool.
What is Mark Grace, isn't it? Is it Gracie, who was part of the one of the bobbleheads, whatever, running the race for the Diamondbacks? Isn't he the first one to hit one out into the pool out there?
I do not know.
He might be.
Diamondbacks have all sorts of weird Cubs connections. That's the only reason I'm aware of their existence.
Sean's a Cubs fan, by the way, guys.
Couldn't get that one. There were ads all over the stadium. It made it feel a little bit, I don't know,
corporatized?
Yes. Yeah. That's a good word for it.
Yeah.
The fact that it's also a gigantic box wasn't helping it either. And that probably had a lot to do with the fact that the roof was closed, but like we were in a mall, like a gigantic mall.
Well, you haven't been to Petco. Petco is a gigantic
That
mall.
is a mall.
The other really weird part, although speaking of being in some sort of weird commoditized area, was that they had a gym on site. And I'm not talking about a gym for the players. I'm talking about a gym for you to go work out in. Like it was so ridiculous to see a Mountain Fitness you could walk from the Mountain Fitness there was an external door, so you could walk in the Mountain Fitness, work out, and then walk into the stadium from the Mountain Fitness.
Do you get season tickets, like in like addition to being a member of that gym? Because there was nobody between the exit doors of that gym and then like checking a ticket. I
gotta think so. First of all, for that external door, I have to think so. And then the second part is after you pump some iron, after you get a hard workout in, and you're wearing your workout clothes. Like the thing you're gonna do is go see a D-backs game. Like also, if I'm using that as my real gym, like isn't that all the congestion and the parking and the craziness around the stadium? Isn't that going to deter me from going to that gym?
Maybe.
I would fail. It's only 81 days a year, so that's only like I don't know, like a fifth of your year, right?
Yeah.
I would get too many churro dogs and then just ruin my workout.
Oh, the churro dog. That was wonderful. The Long John really set it off as the bun.
It's such a deceiving thing, like churro dog. You're like, oh, like dog, like this is gonna be like a dinner type thing. No, that is absolutely dessert.
It was a massive dessert plate. So check our Twitter, at 30 and 30 for 30, if you want to see a picture of that bad boy. Yeah. But the lasting impression from the stadium was that wonderful walk-off song that they had for the Diamondbacks winning. Brian, you want to take that one? Another musical piece for you.
Yeah, they have a song that I think they're, trying to get as a, Diamondbacks win type of song. Was not my favorite. I don't think it was a very good piece of music. And that's not because it was a country rock type of song. That's fine. That's what some people like. But it didn't have a chorus. It was just like endlessly talking and rhyming the word D-back.
I-back?
Like I-back, you-back, we-back, D-back. No,
I like the little bass ball that bounced, like, for you to sing along. Obviously, just like quite obviously skipped syllables and just kept going because it's like this song is not actually following any of this.
Well, it's just there were a lot of words, verses and choruses. It's just no.
So the only Chase Field was very interesting. Again, I think it's a much different experience with the roof open. But the thing that is the prohibitive thing that I think is on all of our minds right now is Coors Field tomorrow because there was rain in Arizona, for goodness sakes, today. The Rockies game was shortened today by rain, and there's supposed to be rain in the forecast tomorrow. So the R word has come up and is definitely a prevailing topic in our trip, unfortunately. So we're a little bit worried about it, but we have to jet set across. We're sleeping through. There's no sleeping tonight. We're driving through the night. We have it's a 13-hour drive. We have 14 hours to make it. So we are going to fly there, hopefully.
Yep.
No speeding tickets. And hopefully make it on time for the game, but we will see. So if you want to follow along more with us, again, make sure you check out our website, 30and3430.com.
As well as all of our social media avenues, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, 30 and 30 430.
Sean, as part of the guest, you get to do the sign off. So my brother has signed us off the last couple times because we're not cool enough to have a sign off. So how should we close the video? How should we close the recap?
Rain sucks. Peace.
Rain sucks.